Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Golden Gals podcast. I'm your co host, Samantha,
And I'm your other co-host, Faith Berger.
and we are back after not being back. This
Yeah.
is our first time recording after like a break
Yeah.
for like Thanksgiving and stuff.
Yeah, and it's been what, you said 2 weeks
I think so, because
since
what
we've done it?
Thanksgiving was last week. No, maybe it's been like a
No,
week.
yeah. No.
We filmed on Sunday, and then that was Thanksgiving. And then we didn't post because of Thanksgiving. Then we didn't film. And then
So it's
now we're
technically
filming.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, basically. Okay, well, since then, what is your golden scale? Yeah, you forgot about this, didn't you?
So Thanksgiving was a good week. So, I mean, it wasn't great because then Bradley left to go to the deer lease the back half of the week, so I was home alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd give that like an 8. And then this week, I'd give it like a 6. Only because I started my new job, and it's just a lot of training.
Yeah,
And
just
so
a
it's
lot.
just kind of like, bleh.
Yeah.
But
Anytime
other than
there's
that,
training involved.
yeah, everybody's great. Like it was a good company and everything. But it's just I knew there was going to be so much training, so I just have to jump through that.
Yeah, you can get through that. It's just Hannah's going through the same thing with just like a lot of training right now and stuff. And yeah, it's annoying. That's annoying. But when I start a big girl job too, it'll be the same. That's pretty good 2 weeks then. I would say Thanksgiving week. I would give it an 8 as well. Maybe we had some family stuff, some family drama going on, but Thanksgiving itself was really fun. We spent the entire day with Radley's family. I mean, we left the house. We started driving at 6 a.m. It's a 3.5 hour drive, and then we went straight to his mom's house, started visiting, and then at 12 we started the Thanksgiving day, and we didn't get home and stop interacting until like 11 p.m. And my social battery, I was like, oh my god, I need to like chill out. Yeah, and it was nice to have Thursday and Friday off, and then also Sunday. It was so nice. And this week, I would give it like a 6.5. I had an exam the other day. That's the only reason that I'm giving it a 6.5. But Monday is the last day of class for me for the semester. And then, yeah, my first final is on Thursday. My second one's on Friday. And then I have 2 more on Monday. Shut up. Sorry. Yeah. Cheers. One of them, however, is open note. The one on Thursday is open note, open everything. You have 4 hours to complete it. So I'm fine with that. So
Yeah, maybe it'll help.
full sending that shit, and I have no fucks left to give. I'm just ready to be done. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing else exciting happened.
Yeah, not for me really either.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
I did.
my birthday. My birthday was good.
Yeah, I was about to say, dude, birthday. That's why I said, oh. We just forgot.
Yeah, it
We
was
just forgot.
good. Yeah, it was good. I woke up, Rad got me coffee and breakfast and some flowers, and then I went to class, unfortunately. A series of unfortunate events, yes. And then came home, we went shopping, we got Christmas decorations, like we're locked and loaded. And then where else did we go? I don't remember. We went somewhere else. I don't know. Anyway, and then we went to Barnes and Noble. I bought 2 books. I already finished one, and I'm halfway through this one. No, that's a lie. That's more than halfway. What the fuck am I talking about? I have this much left. I started it yesterday.
That's like 75% of it done.
Yeah, I started it yesterday, and I'm on page 363. This is my life. This is what it comes to. Well, listen, I haven't had a lot of time to read this semester, so I'm just trying to fill the void.
You know what? No, I'd lied. I would give my week a better score. I'd probably give it like a 7. Just because I got those new bags in. My new little bags.
Hell yeah.
That are super cute.
They are super cute. They're super, super cute.
I told Bradley, I was like, I want you to hang hooks in there so I can hang them up. And he was like, whatever.
He's so over
Whatever.
your shit.
Yeah, he's like, whatever you
Well,
want to do, I'll go.
yeah, period. I think Rad is still gonna take me to do pottery at some point, but it'll be like
I want to do
way
that
far
so
away.
bad. I'm
I
gonna
do
go
too,
paint
but it's
pottery.
so expensive, and then it's also like so the time slots like so ridiculous to get in. I'm like, seriously, people, come on.
I think there's one in Lumberton. I think that's the closest one. I think so, yeah.
How far is Lumberton from you?
Probably like 45 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
still, that's far.
Yeah.
Well, on the topics of books, we are going to talk about the Hunger Games and well,
In honor
I
of the ballads of songbirds and snakes coming
snakes,
out.
yes. And Radley also, when we went to Barnes & Noble, he bought 3 books for himself. The Revenant, I don't know what that's about. Where the Red Fern Grows, because that's a childhood book that he read.
Fuck that.
And The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. He's reading it right now.
Did he read the other ones?
The Hunger Games books, I don't think so.
My boy. You
I know, but he
whatever,
really,
he can do what he wants.
listen, I was like, I knew I was going to love that movie because I was like, we are going to see this. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're going to see this. So we went to see it. I was kind of nervous about him, though, because it's like a 2-hour and 45-minute movie. Like, it's a long movie.
Yeah.
He fucking loved it. He thought it was better than the original Hunger Games movies. Yeah.
Okay, we have to start at the beginning. We have to start with
Okay.
the first one.
Did you read the
Hunger
books?
Games. Yes, in high school
You
I read the
did?
books. Yes, I did.
Oh,
Those
okay.
are like the only books I like. What is it called? Dystopian? Is that what they're called?
Yes.
I've learned that those are the books that I like because I loved the Divergent series. I loved the Hunger Games series. I mean, I have like a couple books. Like I loved The Fault in Our Stars. You know, classic, whatever. Holding Up the Universe. I loved that one.
I don't know that.
There's another book I have. Oh, it's not over there. It's in my other cabinet that I liked a lot. Those are like kind of some like romance ones, but I realized now after getting on Book Talk, even though I don't read fucking books, that dystopian is like the genre that I liked, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I think I'm a mix between like I think when I was younger, the dystopian novels are more they were more prominent back then. I will slap the shit out of you. Go. Sorry, he's annoying the fuck out of me. Anyway, so dystopian novels, they were so much more common when we were younger. Like Hunger Games, Divergent,
Yeah.
The Maze Runner, like all these different
I didn't like that one. I tried to read that one. I didn't like it.
I loved The Maze Runner. I loved all those books, to be quite honest. But I think now it's a little less common of a genre, but like the Hunger Games, that is like a pillar of the dystopian novels, of the dystopian world. And these movies are just so ridiculously good. Like the producing, the casting, the way that they made it exactly how I pictured it is really like it astounds me.
Yeah. I love when they turn a book into a movie and it actually turns out good.
So good. Like sometimes they like fuck it up. Like however, like Harry Potter is one of those ones that will go down in history as like one of the best movie franchises from, adapted from books. And like I feel like the Hunger Games is the exact same way. The casting was amazing. I mean, think about the kickstart of the careers. Like Jennifer Lawrence, who is a phenomenal actress, like love her. Her career kickstarted from this movie, really.
Oh
in
yeah,
general.
she killed that shit.
Oh my god, she killed it so good. Like literally, I just cannot. And then this one, my mom was all like, for the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, my mom was like, I don't recognize a whole lot of these actors, and I was like, Mom, that's the point. Like they're casted for a reason.
Like forever ago, like.
Well, yeah, but not just that. It's just like they pick so well for the cast. Like they're very, very particular. Even if the actor isn't that famous, it doesn't matter. Like they're looking for something specific. And like Tom Blythe, who played Coriolanus Snow in this movie. He is amazing. I have never heard of his name before. I do not know who he is, but apparently, like, he's in a TV show or something, like a Western TV show. I don't know. And interesting, amazing. He
All
did
right.
phenomenal.
Hunger Games, the first one.
The first one.
We'll talk about that, and then we'll go back to that one. We
Okay,
gotta go
sorry.
in order.
Sorry, I'm already like getting. I'm gonna
You're
get
too
off on a
excited.
tangent. I'm
You're
gonna
too
get off on a
excited.
tangent. Okay. The first one. Okay, here's my deal. I don't think that the first movie was as good as the last three.
Oh, absolutely. That's always how it happens.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it has to do with the producer too.
I guess so, yeah.
Because the producer that produced Catching Fire, Mockingjay 1 and Mockingjay 2, it's the same guy, and he also produced this new one. So
Yeah.
he's amazing.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can tell the difference. Like, you can tell the difference in, like, the camera angles, all the things. Like, you can just tell a difference.
Yeah.
Watch. You'll go back and watch them, and then you'll be like, yeah, there's a reason why the first
I
one
know.
was.
I want to, like, watch all of them before we go see the new one. But I don't know. I really did I love a good first movie out of a, like,
Me too.
out of, like, all of them. And it's just like, because you have so much to live up to, and it's like, if you don't live up to the first one, you're only, like, can be better. So it's like, is it gonna be better or is it gonna suck? But they just kept getting better. Like, Hunger Games,
better and better.
when it came out, I was like, this is awesome. I just loved it. I did
too.
I will say I rooted for Peeta at the beginning.
I mean, what
Yeah.
do you
I didn't like Gale. I don't know what it was about him.
I have never liked
I didn't
Gale.
like
I have
him.
never. Even
He
in the
kind of-
books, I did not like him.
Yeah, the books, oh my god, he was painted more of like a barrel than he was in the movie. God. But I mean, one, love Jennifer Lawrence, love her to death, but those little scenes where she's like, Peeta! It just wants to drive me fucking mad. I would just look at the screen and be like, is it over yet? Is it over yet?
Yeah, like the cringe scenes in like the cave and stuff. It's really hard.
Yes. Literally, that is exactly what my brain went to. I was just like, what the fuck? And then I don't
my
know
god.
like, I guess I never really understood why the Capitol loved them so much, like, in the first movie. I guess because they played the, like, lovebirds or whatever, you know, like, we're in love, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I feel like they loved them before they played that card. Because they loved them in the carriage. Maybe it's because they were on fire. Or was that the first one or the second one?
Yeah, no, that's right. And then I also think that in this in Catching Fire, they also had like suits that instead of just the bat goes on fire, the whole thing goes on fire.
Yeah.
I do think that in order for both of them to live, they had to have had that love thing
well, yeah,
going on.
Duh.
And I think like she I can't really remember the books precisely. I do know, however, that like Gale, like she had more feelings towards Gale at that time.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
she was starting to care for Peeta, and Peeta was like the only person that she could like confide in after the games because he knew
because he's
like how
he's the only one
yeah.
who knew.
Yeah, and like Haymitch as well. Oh,
Well,
I
yeah.
fucking love Haymitch.
I do
Oh
too.
my god, the casting. What is his name? What is the actor's name who plays Haymitch?
Don't fucking
I
ask
feel
me.
so bad that I do not know his name. I love him. He is amazing. I love him. And the girl who plays Effie, oh my god. Like, you could not have asked for a better cast. You know? Like, what the fuck? Even like Josh Hutcherson as Peeta. I'm like, Josh is so cute. He's so cute. And Hemsworth, it fits perfectly for Gale because I never liked Gale and I have never liked Liam Hemsworth. Ever.
Yeah, me either. But I mean, that movie was just so good. And then
so good.
I love how they kind of like even in like the older movies, they pulled references from like the first one. So like in the first one, you know how she finds him about to eat like that nightlock or whatever, and she's like,
Mm-hmm.
"You would have died instantly." Blah 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 blah. But then in Mockingjay, where she kills fucking President Coin, she goes into her vest to eat the nightlock, and Peeta like goes to stop her, and you can just see like the face of betrayal, because he's like, "Were you really about to fucking like kill yourself? Like,
Stupid. What are you doing?
yeah, like you're literally the only person I have left. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what? You would just leave me with nobody?" So I thought that was like cool because it's like, damn, you know. But
I
like
can't
the first
remember
one,
if she does that in the book. God, it's been so many years since I've read that
oh
book.
yeah, don't fucking ask me about the books. but, but I was just like, oh, but it was just the first one's just always gonna be so good because it's the first one. So
Yeah, yeah, and I think like the introduction to of like her life, what's going on, and then
yeah,
like the lethalness that you see in the Hunger Games is like so fun to watch, and to watch them like parade around the Capitol, and then the things
yeah,
like I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that part of like looking
and
in
then
on that.
go get sent to be slaughtered, and then
Yeah,
when they go
literally.
in the games, I swore, okay, that in the first one somebody got off of the podium too soon and blew up.
Oh,
But
maybe. Oh,
the last time I watched the movie, it wasn't in there, and I was like, "But I thought
oh,
this
do you mean
happened."
that somebody blew up on the movie, like on this?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I ever recall uh that. I was trying to think about the books. I need to just cut my brain off from that because I'm there's too much trying to flow through right
yeah.
now.
I literally thought somebody got off the podium, like a second or something before, and like it blew them up. But it just never. Next time I watched it, it didn't happen, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I just made this up in my head."
Yeah, you probably did.
But it was just like so weird to just like see it like actually happening them in there. One, their outfits were fucking awful, like whatever. But
In what? In what?
in the arena, like their arena outfits.
Well, but they're just trying to survive.
I know, but I'm saying like I just feel like one, they were fucking orange. Like why wouldn't you wear them like a green? They were like orange and gray.
The jacket was, but the
Yeah,
but the pants the
the pants were
shirt was
gray.
black. The pants were gray, and then
And that's what
boots
I'm saying. I'm like, why couldn't the jacket be a neutral color
green.
too and not orange? Fucking gonna stand out in front of everybody. But then, okay, so
I never thought
whatever.
about
They're on
that.
the podium. The countdown happens, and it was just crazy to see like who they made actually like go to the podium and who they made like run away, because
Yeah, it's the
survival of the
cornucopia, like the
fittest.
middle. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Hmm.
and it's just like, oh,
Well, and Hamish said it too. He's like, "Don't even go to the cornucopia. Like it's a bloodbath. Don't go.
oh yeah,
Like
don't
that's
fucking
stupid."
go.
And every
And
single time that Rue dies, I cry. I cry
oh
like a
yeah,
baby back little bitch. I cry, and I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, this
because
bullshit."
they just make it like, ugh, fuck that shit. And then it was crazy to see that when she and oh my god, what was that one tribute's name? Was it Foxface, the redheaded girl?
Yes, yes,
When
Fox Face.
her and Foxface like met each other, like they ran into each other in the arena,
Oh yeah, and then
like
it's like,
that hesitation
yeah,
of, oh my god,
isn't
I'm
that
actually
weird?
supposed to like kill this person, you
Yeah,
know?
but then you're
Like
like, "Oh shit, I'm not supposed to see somebody in the wild right now." Like, yeah.
yeah, like, and they're literally like, oh my god, I'm supposed to kill this person. How the fuck am I literally supposed to kill like another person? You know, so
Yeah.
it was just weird to see like that interaction, because I feel like that's when they realized like, oh my fucking god, like I'm supposed to be like a killer, like I'm supposed to murder this person, and it's just
Hmm.
like, are they gonna do it? And then, but it doesn't happen. They just like let each other go, whatever.
No,
But
and I
that
don't
was,
even think she had a weapon yet, or maybe she had a knife. I don't know.
I don't know if either
Katniss.
of them did,
Yeah, I don't
honestly.
think
Because
Foxface
I
did.
think that was before she went and like sabotaged the the other tributes like little pile of food that they had next to the cornucopia.
Yes,
Um
yes, it was.
yeah, so I don't think she had anything yet. But I don't know. I just really like that movie. And then how they took on Peeta, and I was like, dude, they're just gonna kill you in the end. Like,
Yeah,
if you
like I
stayed
don't
with
know what
them,
he was doing.
they're just gonna kill you in the end. But I understand. And there was one part I really thought he was like, you know what? Fuck Katniss, we'll kill her. Because when
When
he
he was
said
like,
that,
"Let's wait her out underneath the
yeah,
tree." Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, but her fucking smart ass bitch cut that shit down.
Well, that's because of Rue. Rue was like,
Well, yeah,
there.
but and then they met, and then she died, and then she did her little
I know.
and whatever, but yeah, no. If I had to rate the first one, it'd be like a solid 8.
Me too. That's exactly what I would say. But I think Catching Fire was even better, to be honest. I
Oh
think
fuck
that
yeah, it was.
I think Catching Fire, like of all the books, was actually my favorite. And movies too. I think that it was my favorite movie out of the three. Because, like, when you get to Mockingjay, okay, listen, I know that we're skipping past, but I'm just saying, when you get to Mockingjay, like, it's all about the rebellion, and it's just kind of,
Yeah,
like, bland and boring. Not, like, bland and boring, but, like, in the books, it was boring as fuck. I was like, when are we gonna get Peeta back? Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know
what do you
what the
think you
fuck
care
we're
about?
doing. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like, all I give a fuck about is Peeta Millark. Get him back now. Now. I don't
and
care about Gale.
it's
Kill him.
crazy to see how different she was, like entering the arena and like those first few like minutes in the arena between the first one and Catching Fire. Like, like the first one, she didn't go to the fucking cornucopia. The second one,
Sucks.
you could see the anger like in her eyes
Oh,
because they
yeah.
killed China, and she's just fucking like
China?
livid. Was
You mean
oh
Cinna?
Cinna? Yes, Cinna.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fucking dove right into that water.
Yeah, she did. And also, like, I mean, it's so similar to the books, obviously, but like the clock, like the cornucopia being a clock and it
Yeah.
going, I think that that's so cool. And
And
just
then
the way
I
that
was
they did it
like,
was amazing.
it doesn't matter if they spin the fucking cornucopia, to like mess up everybody with the clock and everything. I'm like, there's a fucking tree that doesn't move. They're still gonna know, like, where the time zones are.
I guess I think it just means that it's shifting the I thought for some reason, okay, never mind. Yeah, yeah, it'll just shift the time zones. You just don't know which one's going to come. Like which part is going to come first. So like if okay, so say like monkeys are at noon and then the switch happens, right? You don't exactly know when the monkeys are going to come back. Like you know that something's going to happen at noon, but it's not going to be the monkeys. It's going to be something else,
Well, that's what I'm trying to
right?
say. No, because the tree was always at whatever fucking time it was. So just because they swiveled the cornucopia, everything's still gonna stay the same.
But remember he's like, "Oh, let's see how well they tell time now or whatever."
That's what I'm
Now
saying.
I'm
But
confused.
it doesn't matter though, because there's literally a tree that stays in the same. The other ones I get because they don't have anything. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing there that stays there, but the tree stays
Yeah.
there. Unless, they just like reverse the whole thing and it's just like the tree's still at midnight or whatever, but everything else is like different during the day. I
That's what
will
I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this tree stays the same, but everything else changes.
I will say
No,
though,
they don't.
I didn't like how there were only like, okay, so it was the tree, the Jabberjays, the
The
monkeys,
mist, the monkeys, the
the
blood
blood
rain.
rain,
Yes, the big wave that comes in. Phew.
the tsunami, yeah. Isn't that the blood wave though? I mean the blood rain when it's the tsunami, or
No,
is it?
no. The tsunami is like it comes to like a certain point in the cornucopia, like the middle of the arena.
Yeah.
But the blood rain was like somewhere in the forest, in the trees.
So what I was going on with that is I don't like how not all of the zones were like explored, I guess. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
and they
Like
weren't
blood
addressed in the
rain.
book either. It was only the ones that we saw in the movies that were addressed in the book. Not all of them were addressed.
Oh.
I do think maybe in the book it said something about how like one of them um was, what are those, a mutt? You remember the mutts from the first movie?
Yes.
I think one of the, like, and maybe in the book or something, one of the other zones they thought there was like a giant mutt in it.
Oh.
But I was
Okay.
like, but you already have the monkeys, you know? So I was just
Yeah,
like,
that's already an
whatever.
animal form. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they have the blood rain, and then they also have like a tsunami, so maybe whatever. But I was just like, I really wish kind of like all of them were addressed or like shown what it actually was,
Yeah.
because that'd
Me
be
too.
pretty cool. Just to like know,
Yeah.
just to know.
No, I agree. I think that that would have been cool. But also, like, when you think about it in, like, an author's point of view, like, an author's perspective, it was so much easier to just
Oh well,
explore.
yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
couldn't even imagine trying to come up with, like,
That's what I'm saying. I
fucking
think I would just
three.
like to have seen what the other ones like entailed. You know, maybe if
Yeah.
it wasn't like a whole like scene, just like,
Tell.
well, you know, it's blah 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 in there or blah 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 in there. But I guess, you know, that would have been just like random. But whatever. It was cool. I mean, it sucks that, you know, he got captured and like tortured, but like, sorry.
Oh, and okay. Never mind. I'll get to that later. Catching Fire. Listen. I really loved all the new tributes. I loved the new characters that came
Oh
about.
yeah.
And like, I mean, especially, I mean, they came in the books too, you know, and it was just like, I loved a breath of fresh air of characters, and then you don't really know to like trust the other tributes. Like, when I first read the book, I was like, do not trust any of them. Don't trust them. I don't know what's going on. I don't want, no.
Literally
And
got
like,
me.
and like Katniss, she was very like cautious, and all she cared about was Peeta's safety. She's like, I don't give a fuck if I die. You get him out and you save
Yep.
him.
Yep.
Oh, and then she goes and
Because they
attacks
didn't even
Haymitch. I'm
want
like,
him. They didn't even want him in there. They wanted it to
no.
be
Oh.
Haymitch, but Haymitch's names got pulled, and he volunteered as tribute, and you can't stop that once it happens.
Well, yeah,
Like,
obviously, yeah.
worst case of fucking scenario. It was very sad, though, that, like, when Effie went to do, like, the female tributes for District 12, like, it was literally just Katniss. I was just like,
I know.
well, like, that was just so fucked. Oh, God, what was the one girl's name? The one girl's name who got naked in the elevator.
Joanne?
Yes. Okay, I loved her.
I
feel like
the actress who played her was so good. She did so good.
Like, I feel like that character was like such a good character to like envy the rage that all the like viewers were like inhabiting.
Yes.
Because like these, like how she said, like, I've already won and these motherfuckers want to like try to kill me again. Like, fuck you. I was like, yes, girl. Literally how I'm feeling for you right now. Like, how I'm feeling for you right now.
And in the arena, she's like, how'd you feel about that, Snow? And I'm like,
yeah.
go off.
I'm like, tell him. Like, oh god. But I did think she was gonna kill Katniss when she like opened up her arm to get the little tracker out.
Yes.
Tracker out. I was like,
yeah. Yeah, I thought she did too, especially in the book. I was like, what the fuck is actually happening? Because Suzanne has this way of writing where it's like, you kind of like something's going on, but you're really not sure what's going on. Like, she gives nothing away, and you're like, what the actual fuck is happening right now? Oh my gosh, those books were a whirlwind. Yeah, Catching Fire is a masterpiece. I love it.
Honestly, I'd give it a 10. I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
Me too.
Like, it's just so good. Like, if it was ever like you could only watch one Hunger Games movie for the rest of your life, out of like the trilogy or whatever, the saga, whatever it's like, Catching Fire.
Yeah,
it's just so iconic. So iconic. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Mockingjay, where it's like the rebellion and everything, because I feel like that's like a cool side to see of it instead of like the games again.
Games itself, yeah.
But it's just like, we already know Katniss is a badass, so like, I'll watch Catch Fire.
Well, and then also it's just like, I just want Peeta back. Like, that's all that I want. That's all that I want. Is that too much to fucking ask for? Okay, already you're bringing her to District fucking 13 that's fucking boring as shit with this new president coin. She's all up with Gale, and it's just fucking sad and miserable. And I'm like, oh my god, I just miss Peeta. Even Effie's not her same self. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid.
It was dumb. It was dumb. But I mean, and then
But it was necessary. It was necessary.
Back to Catching Fire. You know, if it wasn't for the baby. The baby?
Poor Peeta trying his damnness to get him to not.
That motherfucker, he was a performer. Let me just say it right there.
Was.
Like, goddamn. Oh my god, that shit. When I first watched it, I was just like, no, he didn't.
Yes,
no, he didn't right now.
Yes, he did.
No.
He was.
But that was just
capital.
Yeah, he had them wrapped around his little finger. Okay, that's all.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, when he got captured, I was like, what? You know what I would love to see?
His point of view.
I would love to see a movie of his point of view after he was captured, and then a movie about Haymitch and his games.
I agree. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't understand why in the book, like when things like this happen, like I've read a lot of like fantasy and dystopian since then or whatever. Not a lot of dystopian, but a lot of fantasy. And when characters get split up like that or whatever, there's always a point of view from that character. And so I still ache to this day thinking about the fact that I did not get to see through Peeta's eyes and what he had to go through.
Yeah, because they fucking tortured him enough to have him like want to kill Katniss.
Yes.
The man was in love with her. Like,
I know.
I want to see what they did. I mean, it would probably be fucking horrific, but like,
yeah, it would. But it's such a.
It'd be a good.
Yes.
Yes, it would be like, such a good fucking movie, such a good fucking book. Like, write it, get it done.
Yeah, but I'm just kind of pissed that she, like, now that I really think about it, I'm just like, you could have done so much with that. There is, I mean, endless opportunity with his fucking point of view in there. Like, are you kidding? You know how many people would pay to see that and to read about it? Also, yeah. Hello. Anyway, and Haymitch, I agree. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see who Haymitch was before the games. I want to know how it played out. I want to know how his entire life actually panned out, like before the rebellion, and why he felt so strongly about it, because he was one of the many, like the few, like figureheads of it, you know. And so, like, what made him really into the rebellion, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like.
And what really started his drinking problem? Was it the games or was it something else?
Oh, it's definitely the games. Like, that's a no-brainer. Definitely had to been the games, broski. But, like, oh god, I just want to know.
But yeah, what if there was a woman that he loved that he had to kill?
Yeah, I definitely think that's what it was. Like, I think it was a Katniss and Peeta situation. Yeah. And, you know, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I saw this one thing about, I guess, like, kind of like a theory or whatever, where it was like, Snow kidnapped Peeta and brainwashed him because he saw what he didn't get from Lucy Gray. And I was like, oh, what? But then I was like, I don't know if she was thinking that far, like, into it, you know. I don't think she was thinking like that when she made them capture Peeta. I think it was just to, like, hurt Katniss and, like, hurt that whole thing.
I don't know how I actually feel about that. That's actually a really good conspiracy, but I think it was mostly to hurt Katniss, obviously. Yeah. That for sure was one of the big reasons. But, I mean, after watching the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I'm like, that could be very true.
You never know.
Yeah, because you know what? I don't even really think it has to do with, like, him not having that, like, getting that from Lucy Gray. I think it all has to do with the fact that, like, Katniss in every single way represents Lucy Gray's revenge. That is the epitome of the story. That is the one thing that he is just like, he cannot let it go because he knows it's like Lucy Gray.
Yeah, that
Lucy
shit
Gray.
was just And
I
then
don't know how I felt about her either. Okay, continue. Let's just talk about Mockingjay for a minute. I got some words.
Mockingjay.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I really like. It's just whatever.
It's one of the harder ones to watch. The part 1 for sure is the hardest to watch, just because like it's not a whole lot going on. She doesn't really know what's going on.
Fire is catching, and when it catches, it burns. Or whatever the fuck she said. I was like, all right, go off.
I love Jennifer Lawrence, but I did not. I that scene is just a little, yeah.
But it was just, I don't know. I think I just love them so much that it was just so good.
Yeah, and like having like the other characters too, and then them not being a part of the games and seeing a change of scenery is really cool. And then like actual rebellion happening. Like we keep hearing about this fucking rebellion. Where's it at?
And it's like actually
now it's
going
here.
on now.
Yeah, and then like seeing 12 destroyed and all the things. Like I can't really exactly remember what's in the first Mockingjay. I know that, do they get Peeta in that one? Like towards the end of it? I believe so. No?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. And then he tries to kill her, and it's like, oh, yeah, that was so. Those scenes were so good, though. Like it was just, oh, they were so good. Like I hated it, but also like it was amazing.
And then it's like you would love to see the perspective of like Peeta, because how did they get him back? Like,
well, yeah, but also like to see the restraint that he's had to hold with had to hold against himself with Katniss every time he's around her and wants to try to fucking kill her. Oh, I would kill to read that book. I would kill
and then
to read it.
I will say, I don't think I was a fan of like how they did like real or fake. When he was like da 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 real or fake. Like I get the concept of it, but I just was just like,
you didn't like it?
I don't really think I did. Because it's also like, I don't know. I just, like, every time it would happen, I'd be like, maybe because I knew if it was real or fake. So it was kind of just, like, annoying, I understand.
I bet if you read it through his perspective, you would understand it and you would respect it.
Yeah.
See, that's the other thing, is that, like, we don't really know. Like, of course we know what's fucking real and true, like, whatever. But, like, we don't know. We're not in his fucking head, and I want to be in there. I want to be in there, and I want to fucking know what he's like. Because, like the hallucinations, they say that it's extremely realistic. And I'm like, good God, what did he see? What did they make him see?
Literally.
You should not have brought this up. I'm getting mad.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting mad at Suzanne fucking Collins, who wrote a whole book about President Snow, Coriolanus Snow, but we can't have Peeta's point of view?
Oh God, that's so funny.
And I get so like passionate about this stuff. I'm like,
but
you know how I feel about books. You know how I feel about them.
And then, what was it? Oh, when like the rebellion was going on, and she was with that group of people, and that one person told her not to trust. Did she tell her not to trust President Coin? Is that what she said before she died? I don't think that it was a woman. It was the dude. It was the dude. Yeah,
it's a guy.
And then he transferred that one little thing solely to her.
Yes.
Yeah, that part I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But I will say I didn't like Snow. I mean, not Snow. I didn't like Coin from like the very beginning.
I didn't really like her either.
There was just something about her. Yeah, Berkeley's on my lap too. That it just rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, like there's a distinct difference, I think, between her and President Snow, where like President Snow is very cruel and like to a certain extent, I feel, but like he doesn't lie about it. He doesn't try to glamour it. He is the way that he is, and he owns it. Yeah. He's never been any other way with Katniss.
Discreet
however,
or anything.
Yes. However, coin led her on one way, but she turned out to be just as much of a
Evil.
tyrant, yes,
Yeah.
just the same as him, except she disguised it in the face of a rebellion. Yeah, fucking right, you stupid bitch.
And can we talk about how Gale knew that Prim was gonna get blown up and just didn't fucking say anything?
What do you mean?
Didn't he know about the little bombs that were gonna be dropped on the medical, like all the people?
Did
Do
he?
you not? I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh, you're serious? Okay.
Yes. I'm like 90% sure that he knew
What?
about it. He knew about everything.
Give me 1 second.
Google it.
Let's research this.
Google it.
Fucking panda, bro. I cannot with this dog. I'm sorry. I have to get on my computer. Puppies! Oh, I guess maybe he did then. Maybe that's why she really got mad at him and couldn't forgive him. Because I was like, what happened to where she just really could not. Like, I knew she was falling for Peeta. I knew that for a fact. I just wasn't sure, like, what exactly happened. Okay. Google, come on. Did Gale. Oh, wait. Gale know about the bombs that killed Prim?
That was the first thing that popped up, huh?
Oh, resembles one that Gale designed, raising suspicions. Oh.
Okay, so he knew
Can you
about
get
it.
off? Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me quadruple check. Okay. No. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Okay. Before the capital battle, Gale had explained to Katniss his series of bombs designed to feed human compassion. A small bomb would go off, and then medical aid rushed in. A second bomb would go off, killing those people as well. Oh. Yeah, so I guess.
He knew.
Yeah, he knew.
And tried to get her out of there.
Because of one of his bombs. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that he actually, like, set them out to be, like,
No.
dropped, but I do believe that he did know about it. Because I remember, like, them arguing about it because, like, why would he kill, like, innocent capital children and capital people? Even, like, they had nothing to do with, like, yeah,
Exactly.
they were the society, I get that, but also, like, dude, they didn't design the fucking games. There's kids. There are kids.
Yeah.
There are people in the fucking place that did not want to be bombed. Mm-hmm. They can't know about our bombs. Yeah. Blah. See, like another intrigue where it's like, do we really know the answer? Like, we don't really know. However,
Pretty sure
I'm pretty sure as well that
she
did
knew
know.
that he knew. And
Yeah.
then it's just like, one, yeah, why the fuck would they bomb the kids? But I love how well, remember, she didn't know because at first she thought it was Snow. And then she's like, why would Snow bomb his own people?
Well, because that's what he told her. He was like, I'm a monster, but I'm not that monstrous. Like,
Exactly.
I've never lied to you. What reason would I have to bomb my own people?
Yep.
Explain. And like there's a common theme with Snow that we'll get to later that I really want to talk about. I won't spoil the movie for you, but
it's fine. I saw a lot of TikToks already. I'll still be surprised if I watch the movie.
Are we pretty much done talking about Mockingjay?
I think so, yeah. We can go to the we can go to well, we gotta rate it. I would rate it a 7. It's not better than the first one, so I would say 7.
Mockingjay Part 2, or are you counting both?
I was counting both as one.
Yeah, I would lean towards the same answer. Simply because the first one was just not so much fun. Like Mockingjay Part 1. I think Part 2 was way better. Way,
Oh
way
yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah,
Especially
yeah.
when we get Peeta back and then we got all this shit going on. Love it. Love the action. Part 1 sucked. Not really sucked, but like they had to do it
Yeah.
that way. And I can respect it. The books were the same fucking way. So now to my next argument of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Okay,
I have not seen this
listen.
one, so this is all gonna be faith.
Okay, so me and Rad went and watched it, and I missed like a sliver of it because I had to go pee because it was a 2 hour and 45 minute movie. Anyway, it was really 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 cool to see not only a different side of Coriolanus Snow, who is how old is he? 18, 19 in this film, something like that. And to see him in a different light, to see the capital as a whole, the games as a whole, everything about it, even the different districts are so vastly different from what they become in Katniss's time. And so I just the songs, the singing. Listen, there's a lot of tea surrounding the actress who plays like Lucy Gray.
Yeah, because Snow White.
Yes. However, I will tell you that she did play Lucy Gray very well. Her
Yeah.
singing is phenomenal.
Everybody
And
said
then
she redeemed herself.
I agree. And I also think that, like, I don't know, I've been watching interviews with all of them, and she seems so completely different from the Snow White interviews that I've seen. And so I'm like,
Were they like how? Okay, so well I know Snow White hasn't came out yet. How far apart was this and that? Because one, she also looks drastically different, in my
she
opinion.
does. She does. She does.
So maybe she like matured a little bit.
Maybe, quite possibly. And I also just don't know. Like, I don't know if it was just um I don't know what the fuck it was, but she's different in the interviews that she does now. Like, she's different,
That's what I'm saying.
and
Like
I
maybe
don't
she
know.
matured a little bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I still got a little bit annoyed with her in the movie. I just got a little annoyed with her. But other than that, the casting was amazing. Um, the story, the fucking production of it, beautiful. The costumes are so much fun.
The costumes
Like,
were so good.
so beautiful. And I really loved, okay, this isn't going to spoil it for you, but like in the districts, Lucy Gray is from District 12. But, there's like they have like this bar and there's dancing and singing and
Yeah,
the
I saw a
costumes
little
are
clip
fun.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was wondering why like Lucy Gray was allowed to like wear makeup and things like that. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, actually that's a very smart move because what you end up seeing District 12 as is like no makeup, dirt poor, like there is no fashion. You wear drab, you wear just pieces of cloth to stay
Yeah.
alive, And so I really loved it. And like, there were just some scenes where I was like, this is so cool. But the games themselves, how it was set up, like how they were watching it, what the arena was, it was amazing. And Tom Blythe, oh, he did so good. And the girl who plays Tigress, is she from Euphoria?
Euphoria. Yeah, yeah. She's Jules.
Jules. She is so good.
She's
So
a
good.
very, very phenomenal
Yeah,
actress.
she is so good. I enjoyed her so very much.
Like when I saw that she was on there, I was like, oh, stop it right now. And then she did Jimmy Fallon's show and said that like when she was young, she dressed up as like the people from the Capitol. And she was like, I guess I manifested this. It was so cute. Like, it was so fucking cute. But she
Yeah,
looked so good, too. Like, so good.
She did very well. I think she's not in the movie a whole lot. I think that there were quite a few scenes cut from like her and Coriolanus, but she's still in it. Like, it's just not as big of a part as one would hope. But it was interesting to get to see Tigress before everything that happens to her.
I did like hearing that they kind of pulled like them together because in Mockingjay when they saw her, she's like, well, Snow liked me until he decided I wasn't beautiful anymore, or whatever the fuck she says. And then when she learns that they're trying to kill them, she was like,
Yeah,
so it's just
got
like
you.
really cool to just like see that they pulled that relationship to see kind of like why it went like the way it did.
Yeah, and I just like I just thought it was so tasteful. Like I think that the books obviously like helped so much because you already have a plot line, you already have everything that you need. You just need to put casting, like and shorten it. But to see Tom Blythe play Coriolanus and to watch like because at first you're like I didn't want to read the books because I know who Coriolanus Snow is. I know
Yeah.
exactly what he becomes and I don't fucking like him. I fucking hate him. I don't like hate him, but I do. I do.
Yeah.
For sending people to their deaths, I fucking hate you, But to like sympathize with him at first and to see him go from good to that line of like past the breaking point, past that to where he is now, where nothing can touch him in his heart and he just doesn't care. He just does not care. All he cares about is that the games happen. There's a strict order of things. He needs to keep these people in check, blah 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 blah. Like to see that happen, to watch him go from this to that and spiral out of fucking control, it was amazing. You will love it. You will love it.
I know. It's sad. I want to go see it.
The soundtrack alone, I have listened to about 1,000,000 times. I know every lyric to almost all the songs.
I do have one question though, because I saw a little
Yes.
clip. Why does she sing when the snakes are going on her?
I think it's a defensive. I think it's like a defense mechanism.
Okay.
Like,
Because
but
I
when
saw that and I was like, is this needed right now?
yeah, I think it's like a comfort thing for her because she's like,
I
I'm
was
gonna
just like,
die.
why is
I'm
this
gonna
needed?
die. Yeah, and I think she was like trying to also at the same time calm the snakes, even though you'll just have to watch the movie. Anyway, yeah, she's trying to calm the snakes as well, but I think she's also singing because she's like, I'm fixing to fucking die. Here we go. This is my last serenade. I'm serenading my own death. Fuck all of you. Yeah. Yeah, it's very that.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm excited. I want to go see it.
Well, yeah, and just how like I can't. I don't want to spoil anything for you. What all do you know about it?
That when the snakes come down in that giant fucking oil barrel, Woovie, is that her name? Woovie? Woovie? What is her name?
Who?
The one that gets killed by the snakes first.
I don't know the other tributes' names. I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, she runs up to the oil barrel and they're like, Woovie, Woovie.
Oh yeah.
And then it opens up and they just fucking swarm. And then the one guy, I don't know his name, who covered all the tributes with the
I don't know his
flag.
name either. Yeah.
He was just like accepted his death, which I mean is very understandable, whatever. And then Lucy Gray and the one girl run up the shambled, which is now the cornucopia, but the shambled pieces in the middle.
Yes.
And the one girl gets caught, and Lucy Gray's like, I'm not helping you.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch. I would have done the same thing. She fucking tried to kill her so many times. That girl killed without reason.
And I was just like, oh. And then I didn't see anything until the snakes got on her, and then she started singing. And then I saw a little bit of her singing, like in that bar that you were talking about.
Yeah, it's there's so much more that you have to watch. I would go and watch it again in the movies. Say hello, Kimbo. Say hello.
Huh? Panda's like, excuse me, bitch.
Excuse me, bitch. Yeah, in the soundtrack, there's a. Do you know who Flatland Cavalry is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they did a song for it, and it is. Did you listen to it? I posted it on my story.
I did see you posted it on your story, though.
Go listen to it. It is. I was like, are you fucking kidding? A Texan country band made a fucking song for a Hunger Games movie? What? I was like,
I did see that they had Olivia Rodrigo do some songs for the soundtrack too.
I think it was just one.
Just one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It
well,
Can't Catch Me Now.
yeah, that was good.
Yes.
She killed it. She killed it.
She
And then
always.
Taylor Swift at one of her last Era Tour concerts for her surprise song, she sang "Safe and Sound," one of the songs that she did for like the originals as her surprise song because the new one came out and I was like, stop it right fucking
Stop
now.
that shit right the fuck now. This is what I'm talking about. You need to listen to that song after this podcast. I'm begging you to listen to it. It's kind of sad. It's called
I'll
Wool.
listen to it when we go to town today to get more Christmas lights because after this I have to do a meeting.
Okay. In whatever order you need to do it, I just need you to listen to it because it is just, I was like, Flatland Cavalry, are you fucking kidding me right now? I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Radley had no idea. I was like, look at and Olivia Rodrigo, like, she was talking about how, like, when she wrote the song, like, she was thinking about a scene in the movie where, like, there's birds flying and they're, like, he's, like, looking up at the sky or whatever. And she was like, that was what I wanted to capture in the song. And then she just fucking wrote a song about it. I don't know. It's not my job to understand. She is a genius, and I'm just grateful to see her live and well and just slaying always. Like, I love her music. I love her music, but knowing that she is such a fan of, like, the Hunger Games and did a song, I was just like, thank you.
She manifested that shit.
Fuck you know yeah, she did.
Flatland Cavalry is? They Faye said we have to listen to their song that they did for the new Hunger Games movie. What's it called?
Wool.
She said it's really good.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, but it's good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just, it's like so revolutionary.
I mean, it's probably gonna be a 10, but
I don't want to rate it higher than Catching Fire because I fucking love Catching Fire, but to see it in a different light and to see all of these things, I mean, it was just, okay, I'll give it a point higher than Catching Fire. Which is what? An 8? A 9? No, I'll give it a half a point higher. I
thought we did Catching Fire 9.
Okay. I'll do 9.5.
Okay.
For the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
So your ranking goes the Ballad, Catching Fire,
The Hunger Games, and then Mockingjay.
Okay.
Yes. I just I think for me, like, I don't know. I just loved watching it, like that, and the music in it, and just there was just a lot going on that I love to see, like, how the road was paved for the Hunger Games and for Katniss as well.
Yeah.
And, like, Lucy Gray, like, it's. I can't wait for you to go watch it.
I'll let you know whenever we do.
I'm fucking. I just want to burst at the seams with all of this information, but I will shut up and not say anything. But I need to tell you something before we end this podcast that I'm really pissed about. This fucking bitch at Barnes & Noble, okay?
Oh,
She's not a bitch. She told me to get this book.
In this scenario, she was a bitch.
She told me to buy this book, so I did. Tell me why it's the first in a trilogy. The next one won't come out until October of 2024.
Oh my god, I would have been so mad.
I'm so angry. However, it is so fucking good. I'm like, give me.
Oh my god,
oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I finish it, Samantha. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm just gonna have to get another book. No. I don't do that immediately. I'll reread it, like, later on, but how many pages do I have left? Where am I at?
What is this? So are we on the 7th episode? Yeah, because we just put out the 6th. So yeah, we're on the 7th.
can't believe that much is left. I mean, this book isn't that big. I just finished. You want to see what Iron Flame looks like? Hold up. We'll say our goodbyes in a second. I'm sorry. I just need to show this to you.
That me last time. No thanks. No.
I read it in 2 days. Not even really like 2 days.
Psychopath.
Yeah, it's like 600 pages, but it's not that bad. Well, actually, I would have read it even faster, but, you know, I have school and things to do, so didn't have time. I'm so glad we got to talk about the Hunger Games. Like, this is so fun. I loved every second of it. I'm
going to have to go rewatch all the movies now.
Yes, you will. And I was rewatching them, and I can't remember what I watched them on.
Oh, well, if you find out, let me know to make sure that we have
I was literally watching them the other day, and I don't know what the fuck happened to them, so... Yeah, I'll let you know, though. They're not on Hulu, and I don't think they're on Netflix. I'll have to look and see.
Okay. We have Peacock.
We have Peacock as well, and I thought it was
we use Julie's Peacock.
Yeah, I thought for some reason that it was on Peacock. Like, I was so sure.
We need to get Discovery. We don't have Discovery.
Yeah. We keep Peacock for, like, the live, like, football games and, like, dirt bikes and stuff, too.
Yeah. Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the 7th episode of the Go Gals podcast, where we talked about the Hunger Games.
Yes.
We're just gonna call it the games.
The games, okay.
The games, because I don't know if we can get copyrighted
the filthy, rotten games.
Yeah, so we'll just call it the games, because I don't know if you can get copyrighted for putting like the Hunger Games or something. We'll just put the games.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, that was the 7th episode of the Golden Gods podcast. We are still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with our hosting
Spotify,
site. So, as of now, maybe this will still only be available to stream on YouTube, but we'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll try to keep you guys in the loop as well as we
on the social media post. But other than that, that was it. It's a good episode.
I had so much fun.
But we will see you all next Friday at 4. But yeah. Bye.
Peace.